In the heart of a colorful little town called Pauville, there lived a very sleepy orange cat named Momo, and an incredibly hyper, happy dog named Bruno. They both called the same beautiful park their home. But oh boy, they were not friends, not even close. Momo's world revolved around three things: perfect silence, long, luxurious naps, and the warm caress of a sunbeam. On the other paw, Bruno's life was all about action. He loved running full speed, barking at squirrels, and chasing every single butterfly he saw. Whenever Bruno zoomed by, Momo would hiss under her breath. Too noisy. And when Bruno saw Momo napping yet again, he'd bark. So lazy. They were like day and night, oil and water, a quiet library and a rock concert. One gloomy, rainy afternoon, everything changed. Bruno, being his usual energetic self, was chasing his favorite red ball near the river. The rain had made the ground slippery and muddy. He took a giant leap for the ball, but instead of landing safely, his paws slipped. Splash! He tumbled right into the fast-flowing river. The current was strong, and it immediately started to pull him away. Help! Help! Bruno yelped, his voice filled with panic. He thrashed and struggled, but the water was too powerful. The park was mostly empty because of the rain. People were too far away to hear his desperate cries. No one heard him. Well, almost no one. High up on a thick tree branch, sheltered from the rain, sat Momo. She had been trying to find a quiet spot for a nap when the commotion started. She saw Bruno struggling in the water, his happy barks replaced with cries of fear. Momo's little cat heart started to pound in her chest. For a moment, she just watched. That noisy dog, she thought. But then, another thought pushed its way through. He's in real danger. Something inside her clicked. This wasn't about being noisy or lazy anymore. This was about a life in peril. Without a second thought, Momo leaped down from the tree. She ran, faster than she had ever run in her entire sleepy life. Her paws barely seemed to touch the wet grass. She spotted a thick rope tied to a small boat moored by the riverbank. Using all her strength and surprising agility, she clawed and pushed at the knot until it came loose. Then, with a mighty shove, she pushed the end of the rope into the river, aiming it towards Bruno. "Bruno, grab it!" she shouted, her voice cutting through the sound of the rain and rushing water. Bruno, exhausted and barely able to keep his head above water, saw the rope snake towards him. With the last of his strength, he opened his mouth and bit down hard. Momo held on to her end, digging her claws into the soft earth to anchor herself. Slowly, inch by inch, Bruno pulled himself along the rope until he finally reached the muddy shore. He collapsed onto the ground, a shivering, soaking wet and terrified pile of fur. But he was alive. After a few moments of catching his breath, Bruno lifted his head and looked at Momo. His big, brown eyes were filled with tears of gratitude. You saved me," he whispered, his voice trembling. Momo, who usually disliked any kind of fuss, walked over and gave his wet fur a gentle nudge. A soft, rare smile appeared on her face. "Maybe a little noise isn't so bad," she purred, "especially when it comes from a good heart." From that day forward, the park was a different place. Bruno learned to be a bit quieter and more gentle, especially when Momo was napping. And Momo? She learned that playing a little game of chase wasn't so bad after all. They started sharing everything: their favorite sunny spots, tasty snacks, and quiet evenings watching the sunset together. Momo the sleepy cat and Bruno the energetic dog became the best of friends, proving that true friendship isn't about being the same. It's about being there for each other, especially when it matters most. Thanks for watching, and remember to be kind to someone different from you today. See you next time.